Some people are strangely quiet on their birthdays. They act as if that day is not special to them. They don't make any plans or reminders. When you ask, "Now, have you thought of anything for today?" They just smile. No, it's just another day. But is that really the case? Psychology tells us that behind this calmness often lies a story that is not spoken aloud. Come, let's listen together to the emotions echoing within this silence. 1. Broken expectation syndrome. A birthday is actually a hidden expectation. We expect someone to remember, to send a message, to give us a little surprise. But when that expectation goes unmet several times, the mind learns to protect itself. If I don't expect anything, I won't be disappointed. Psychology calls this an emotional defense mechanism. In other words, the person acts indifferent to protect themselves from disappointment. They are not actually indifferent, they are just emotionally exhausted. That's why sometimes the phrase, "just another ordinary day," silently says, "This year I chose not to expect anyone." 2. Traces of past silence. For some people, this started years ago. Maybe no one came to their birthday party when they were a child. Maybe their family forgot. Maybe they made plans with great anticipation, but the day ended in a quiet evening. These kinds of experiences sink into us without us noticing. The mind learns. Celebrating is dangerous because it can lead to disappointment, and this learning guides our behavior even years later. 3. Time, blindness, and busyness. For some people, it's not emotional, it's practical. Life gets so busy that even birthdays get lost in the to-do list. Deadlines, responsibilities, family work. There's no room left for celebration. Psychologists call this time blindness. Because the mind is constantly occupied, it perceives special days as unimportant. They don't actually forget, they just don't have the emotional energy left. 4. Maturity and inner value. Then there is a third group. They don't need celebrations to feel valuable. For them, self-worth is measured not by messages from outside, but by an awareness that comes from within. In psychology, this is called self-determination. True happiness comes from autonomy and inner satisfaction. These people have realized, I don't need a cake to prove my worth. I need awareness. Celebration is no longer a need for them, but a symbol. 5. The cycle of empathy. And interestingly, these people, who seem the most emotionally mature, are the ones who remember others' birthdays the most. A message, a small gesture, maybe just happy birthday, because they know well how it feels to be forgotten. Even if they don't celebrate themselves, they want others to experience that feeling. Empathy is sometimes like a silent revenge, but a revenge filled with love. If you are one of those who quietly pass their birthday, perhaps you are not suppressing something, but simply protecting it. You honor yourself not with noise, but with awareness. You have lived through another year. That alone is worth celebrating. Maybe there is no cake, no crowd, but there is gratitude. And this may be the most mature form of celebration. So what about you? Will you choose silence for your next birthday? Or will you celebrate with yourself in a small way? Whatever your answer, what matters is that you recognize yourself. Because sometimes the most beautiful celebration is simply being able to say, I'm glad I'm still here.